Alright, we'll read the first offerings of Aaron. So it came to pass on the 8th day that Moses called Aaron and his sons and the elders of Israel. I gotta sneeze. And he said to Aaron, "Take for yourself a young bull as a sin offering, and a ram as a burnt offering without blemish, and offer them before the Lord. And to the children of Israel you shall speak. Say, take a kid of the goats as a sin offering, and a calf and a lamb, both of the first year without blemish, as a burnt offering. Also a bull and a ram as a peace offering to sacrifice before the Lord, and a grain offering mixed with oil, for today the Lord will appear to you." For today the Lord will appear to you. So they brought what Moses commanded before the tabernacle of meeting, and all the congregation drew near and stood before the Lord. Okay, they stood before the Lord. Then Moses said, "This is the thing which the Lord commanded you to do, and the glory of the Lord will appear to you." And Moses said to Aaron, "Go to the altar, offer your sin offering and your burnt offering, and make atonement for yourself and for the people. Offer the offering of the people, and make atonement for them as the Lord commanded." Aaron therefore went to the altar and killed the calf for the sin offering, which was for himself. Then the sons of Aaron brought the blood to him, and he dipped his finger in the blood and put it on the horns of the altar, and poured the blood at the base of the altar. My nose real quick. Man, the springtime is just... I love the weather. It's beautiful. But allergy-wise... okay. But the fat, the kidneys, and the fatty lobe from the liver of the sin offering he burned on the altar as the Lord had commanded Moses. The flesh and the hide he burned with fire outside the camp. And he killed the burnt offering, and Aaron's sons presented to him the blood, which he sprinkled all around the altar. Then they presented the burnt offering to him with its pieces and head, and he burned them on the altar. And he washed the entrails and the legs, and burned them with the burnt offering on the altar. Then he brought the people's offering, and took the goat, which was the sin offering for the people, and killed it, and offered it for sin, like the first one. And he brought the burnt offering, and offered it according to the prescribed manner. Then he brought the grain offering, took a handful of it, and burned it on the altar, beside the burnt sacrifice of the morning. He also killed the bull and the ram as sacrifices of peace offerings, which were for the people. Turn 2 pages here. And Aaron's sons presented to him the blood, which he sprinkled all around on the altar, and the fat from the bull and the ram, the fatty tail, what covers the entrails, and the kidneys, and the fatty lobe attached to the liver. And they put the fat on the breasts. Then he burnt the fat on the altar. For the breasts and the right thigh Aaron waved as a wave offering before the Lord, as Moses had commanded. Then Aaron lifted his hand toward the people, blessed them, and came down from offering the sin offering, the burnt offering, the peace offerings. And Moses and Aaron went into the tabernacle of meeting, and came out and blessed the people. And the glory of the Lord appeared to all the people. And fire came out from before the Lord, and consumed the burnt offering, and the fat on the altar. When all the people saw it, they shouted and fell on their faces. So, God's just eating his dinner here. And they are like, woo! Falling on their faces, like, whoa! And a lot of people today, they have no regard for the Lord. They're like, I'm going to do me, whatever I want to do, me first. And that's the problem with the world today. Everything's me first. Not, why don't you go first? So, You know, I try to be one of those why don't you go first kind of people. You know, because that's just nice to do. It's nice to be kind. You know, but there's always hope because there's God. So anyway, I like how in this story here, true story, okay, that's when God was appearing to the people. Here they are making their sacrifices, and God's appearing to them so they can see Him. I mean, that's just amazing. So amazing. God is wonderful. You know, God is alive. He's real. He's the living God. He's not just something we made up in our head. He's real. And people saw Him. And you can see Him. You can see Him in the kindness of a child. You can see Him when a firefighter's pulling someone out of a burning building. You can see Him. Just look. Open your eyes and you can see Him. You can see Him today. So anyway, have a blessed day. School's almost out. There's today and tomorrow's the last day of school. Kids are summer vacation, fun, staying up, sleeping in. I loved summer vacation. When I was a kid, I was like, yay! I lived for summer vacation. I hated school. I struggled with school. I was diagnosed with ADD, 2nd grade, and I was never a behavior problem. All my teachers, except for my 4th grade one, she was a turd, but all my teachers loved me because I was kind, I was sweet, I never distracted anybody, I never was a problem, but I would get distracted easily. Instead of doing my work, if something was going on over here, I'd be focused on that. So it took me forever to get my work done. So, you know, but I was never a bad kid. I never really, you know, I mean, I can't say I never really did anything wrong because every single kid does things wrong, but I was never a problem in school. I was never a behavior problem. I mean, I was never anything like kids you might see today. I mean, kids today are bold. I mean, they will say things that will blow your mind. You'd be like, what? Like, I cannot believe they just said that. No respect. You know? But they're still the really sweet kids, too. They're still the really sweet kids. And you can tell which parents raise their kids right and which parents don't. You can really tell. Just watch them. And you can see. So, anyway. Thumbs up to y'all. Peace.